We're into day 5 of our Italian adventure, and you can see the weather is quite bad. It's very blustery and raining still. This kind of started just as we were getting ready to end the last episode. But look at the trees. I love this. This is awesome. You can really see that wind looks like genuine wind. It's really gusting and blowing those trees, and same with these little sort of bushes. It's a really, really nice little touch. Really nice little feature, this. You can see all of the landscape sort of being affected. Even the big palm trees there, you can see they're swaying ever so slightly towards the top, and you can see the wind moving the leaves. And these trees here, look how much these are being bustled about and rustled through that wind. That's really impressive. I'm really impressed with that. That's awesome. Right, we have some more bits and bobs that we need to get done to kind of get things going. In the end, we only lost, I think, about £4 or so from our greenhouse, so we didn't really lose that much. We gained quite an awful lot, and you can see growth has stopped because we've run out of water. So what I'm going to do is, if I can remember where I parked the Landini, there it is. We're going to go and collect a whole load of fertilizer and some water. We'll do the water first. And you can see the wipers on automatically because of the wet weather. Let's fill this up with some water. Again, the colour on the outside, when you're inside the vehicle, the colour does not match what you see. Very odd. We've got grey skies when you're looking inside and blue skies when you're looking outside. It's very, very odd, that. Let's transfer the water. There we go. And that's quite good, actually. A full tank of water was exactly the amount we needed to fill up the greenhouse. That's quite handy. So we'll attach that item there. Now I'm expecting our groves to be kind of close to being ready today. So I'm going to hook back up to the trailer. There we go. And now let's jump into the Mitsubishi. Let's go pick up some fertilizer. It's a bit dark, so let's get some lights on. Oh! Yeah, I knocked over quite a few signposts, as you can see, trying to mess around here, and it's caused that van to just stop completely. I don't mind that at all. I'll let him suffer. It's caused us more than enough issues. So we'll repay that in kind to him. Oh no, it's around the corner. The next corner, that's where my fertilizer is. Just here, there it is. So let's get some more fertilizer bags. You can see we're back up to about 28,500 thanks to the sale of the eggplant last night. I grabbed what was still outside the greenhouse, took it and sold it, and we got another sort of 10 grand or so for that. So made quite a nice little bit of cash from our greenhouse there. There we go, add some more fertilizer. We need 4 more bags. Oops. Going in a little hot there. Once again, my terrible driving is the star of the show. Oh, not quite close enough. There we go. No, still not close enough. There we go. And once again last night this tree caused all sorts of problems trying to pull alongside to actually unload. This tree here needs to be removed. It's in such a bad spot. It makes an absolute nightmare trying to get alongside the pallet with a trailer. Makes it way more complicated and difficult than it needs to be. Right, so I'm hoping our groves should be ready for harvesting. Let's make our way over and find out. Where is the harvester? It should be round the corner, I think. That's still yellow, so they haven't grown yet. Again, I think we could probably con the system by just hovering the drone over it. So now I'm wondering, do they just stay in a state of growth like that until we scan them with the drone, or do they have a time limit that they work to? I don't know. It's a little odd. You can see this one here has 100% water level, but no sprinkling. We haven't restarted that one yet. There is our harvester, which looks to be completely buried in the ground. And again, this isn't ready, so I'm going to scan this with the drone. And that should instantly change that field. So there's this one here, you can see. I don't understand why the irrigation level always drops. The second we get this on here, the irrigation level always drops right down to 0. I don't get that. I really don't. And look at that, instantly, again, look, as soon as we get onto the field, and oh, it's dying. What the hell? That grove just died. What the hell happened there? Look at it, it's all dead. I'm now worried about the state of our other groves. I'm now very worried about the state of our other groves. Let's make our way around the corner. Now, they're still yellow according to the map, but I'm now concerned that they're going to start dying out. Because they were, I think, up and running at the same time as that one that we've just seen die in front of our very eyes. So, really hope that's not the case. Just looking, and we've got no fruit hanging, look. So, these, according to the current state, are not ready. And we've still got flowers on that grove there. Alright, let's activate the drone again, see what happens to this vineyard here. So it turns white and dies. Look at that. Instantly just dies. And same with this one as well, look. Vroom, it's just died. Something is horribly wrong here. I don't know what is causing that at all. I'm slightly concerned by this now. Do I replant these? And then just leave them? I think we might have to try that and just not use the drone at all. But that's really, really bad, the way that it's just completely killed off 3 of our groves like that. That's really bad. It's really shocking. One thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly head over to our chickens. See if we can scan those, see how many that we've got and how grown they are. See if I can make it through this gap. Nope. Can I go around this way? Nope. Oh, I'm going to have to go all the way around, aren't I? There we go. And here is our chicken coop. And you can see we still have just chicks. Okay. That's kind of what I expected. But yeah, really, really kind of annoyed now that we just lost all of that product. And for no obvious reason either. I have no idea what caused that to just happen there. Very, very frustrating. So, we're going to have to top the water levels back up again. So let's get back into the Landini. Let's detach from the trailer. Actually, no, let's take the trailer with us because we're on the wrong groves again. Why did that happen? We lost all 3 groves, and I have no idea why. Right. Let's get these up and running again. So you can see they're being sort of sprinkled or, you know, sprayed with water at the moment. That's fine. We need to get the fertilizer on them because they're not going to grow without the fertilizer. We're almost out of fuel as well, actually. Back over there, I think, was a fuel station. I don't know if that's the nearest. Let's see, is there another one that's nearby? So there's that one that's over there by the chickens. Where's the other one? Oh, it's past the store, so neither of them are particularly close. That's not great. Alright, well, we'll get the water levels topped up. And then we'll go and refuel our tractor. And then we'll spray. And then I think that's going to be it for the day. I don't think we're going to have time for anything else. I don't want to get all 4 of these up and running at the same time because I don't want to have another mass die-off like we just had. So we'll get 2 of these up and running. We'll get these 2. And I want to get the vineyard up and running again because I want to do a big sale of grapes. I get the feeling that's going to be the real money crop. So I'd like to see how much a full trailer of that is going to be worth. how much water's left in this one? 64%. Okay, that'll do. That'll do for now. I'm kind of really bummed out now. So we had 3 groves that were almost ready to be harvested, and all of a sudden, boom, they're all dead. It's just, what the hell happened? I honestly do not know. I'm going to message Techland on that one, see if they can explain to me exactly what happened there. So up to 25 miles an hour along here on this much smoother road surface. Looks as though that van has cleared out now. Now we are going against the flow of traffic. It does seem to go in an anti-clockwise way around this island, so that suggests that we are going to come head to head with him at some point around this around this tight bit. Bit of a trek to this old gas station, isn't it? We're kind of along the southern edge of the island at the moment. Now we're making our way up. And there it is in front of us. I think we'll just cut through on the way back. That'll be quicker and easier. Already it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We've lost half a day and done absolutely nothing. And here comes the van, look. Oh, we didn't fill up. There we go, that's better. Oh, another van coming through, look. Aggressively aiming for us almost. Let's see, we want to go this way. It's amazing how much faster you can go when you don't have a load on your tractor. And there again, there's that weird little blue hue around the trees that you can see there. Running low on fertilizer as well. We better go and top that up. So it's another day where we're just losing huge amounts of time running around, just kind of not really doing that much. I'll be glad when we get that real-time patch and they increase the rate of the day ever so slightly as well. Just get a shortcut. There we go. We've lost too much time already today. You cannot do work in the rain. So maybe it's just the rain that's stopping them from being harvested. I don't understand. We can't do anything. We're kind of screwed. We've only got 27,000, which isn't that much. So I think that might be it for today. Our chickens aren't ready. Our greenhouse hasn't thrown anything out. We sold most of our product. I mean, we could sell the grapes that we have, I suppose. Let's do that. Let's go grab that trailer wherever I left it, which I think is down the other end, isn't it? Yep, there it is. Let's go take the grapes to market. We don't have anything else we can do, really, until this rain stops. Maybe that's why the vineyards grew, died, because we got them out in the rain. I don't know. I really hope that wasn't the case. But I mean, there's nothing on the trees. Look, there's no fruit, and there's no olives on these. They're just completely dead. So I don't know. Did we wait too long on these to get them active? Again, unanswered questions. There's no tutorial or help section in the encyclopedia anywhere for vineyards and groves. You know, there's orchards, but that's for fruit farming in Montana, I think, and maybe other sort of maps. It's certainly not applicable here. So a bit of a disappointment. Okay, so we've got just under 15,000 litres of grapes here. Now, where can we sell grapes? Where's the winery? There's two wineries. So there's one over there. Where's the other one? All the way at the top. Okay, that one's going to be the quickest one to get to, I think. Let's make our way over there and see just how much our grapes are worth. I'm really hoping these are going to be worth quite a bit of money, because otherwise, why would the vineyards be so expensive? Oh, wait. Hello. Look at that. We've actually got a field that's partially ready. Alright, let's quickly see if we can actually harvest that in the rain while we have this bad weather. Of course, don't forget, because of the way we were spraying this thing, it ticked over at midnight and it started to split it into two stages. That may actually salvage just a little bit of this field for us here. Can I actually work it in the rain? That's the next question. Oops. I need to go stop working. Work. Oh, we can. We can bring this harvest in. Okay, well, it's not a complete bust. We are going to get maybe a third of the field or a third of the grove. So we haven't lost completely everything, but we still lost a huge amount. A huge amount. But we'll recover this. We'll leave it in the harvester until we are sort of done selling the grapes. And then we can come and empty it, and then we'll probably go and see. There might even be a little bit more. There might still be a little bit more of these olives in storage as well, that we could perhaps double up with them. So we'll check that out. See if we've still got any more left. and then we'll sell that as well, and then that might, given the fact that we'll have no crop anywhere, that might be the end of our Italian adventure. We might move on to Germany. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go for another attempt. Because it does seem very buggy at the moment working with groves, and I don't want to get too frustrated with the game. I mean, we have to expect that there are going to be bugs and there are going to be issues. No game, in this day and age, no game ever launches perfectly. There's always issues when a game goes live now. Especially from the big, the big franchises, the big studios that have their set release dates and their annual franchises. EA in particular will launch FIFA every single year, and it has a set release window that it has to get the game out in, whether it's ready or not. And if it's not ready, well, who cares? We can patch it. That is the general mentality of a lot of these sort of publishers these days. Not all publishers, but a lot of them. They'll just have their set release windows and they'll never deviate from them. That if a game needs more time, it'll just get released and then they'll just patch it furiously to try and get it to where it should have been when it was launched. So we're living in an age these days where no game ever launches perfectly. There's never a bug-free game. There's always issues. Coding for the games has got a lot more complex and advanced as the years go by, and things do get missed. You can run all the quality control tests you want, but until something gets out in the real world and someone thinks outside the box a little bit, or does something that maybe the testing team didn't think of, it can just throw up an unexpected weird little bug. I remember back in the day, back when I was a kid, games lived and died on their launch because there was no patching. I mean, when I was a kid, games were still released on cassette. I had my Spectrum and my Commodore, and if I wanted a new game, it was a tape. It was a cassette tape that took 5 minutes to load. And then, if that game was buggy as hell, that was it. You were screwed, because there was no way to patch it, It was impossible. You couldn't add additional code into it. I mean, if you were smart with programming, you could possibly try and get in and hack the game code and change things a little bit. But, by and large, if a game released and it was broken permanently, and that was it, So, it's kind of a double-edged sword, the way that the industry is these days. I think when it first started out, it was great being able to patch games, because games usually went out as close to being perfect as they could possibly get them. As I say, there would always be a bug here or there that just wasn't expected, or just something that they just didn't have time to fix. Or couldn't figure out how to fix. But there were usually minor little things, tiny little glitches that had no real major impact on the game. And then, you could patch those. But as that became, a more accepted manner of delivering sort of updates, it's almost as though, the industry got a little bit lazy, and it became overly reliant on the ability to just push something out, whether it was ready or not, and then just patch it after the fact. And I think that's kind of indicative of where we are today, with an industry that relies far too much on just putting out broken games and then patching them to try and fix them. And that's a shame. That's a real shame. I'd love to see us go back to the days when patching was very rarely needed. I mean, these days you have day one patches before the game's even been released. You know, I don't know. Right, let's take the Landini and empty out those grapes. Just bottoming out on that hill again. So we're going to cut the corner ever so slightly simply because of the trailer. There we go. $80,000 for that vineyard there. You know, if these grapes are worth a lot, then that would be something that we could potentially look at if we decide to stay here, but I don't know. I need to think about whether I want to continue here now after losing pretty much my entire harvest for no discernible reason. We might just move on to Germany and do some crop farming and work with some animals instead. So let's try and sell the grapes. I'm guessing we drive in. Nope. So there must be a sell box around the back then. There we go, we're selling. How much are we making here? 7,000 for 10,000 litres. That's disappointing. I was hoping it would be a little bit higher than that. Ah well. Right. We do still have olives to collect from our harvester. And we also have potentially still a little bit of olive left in storage as well. So let's try and find our way back to the farm. I don't think I've been through this part of the village before. Oh, get out of the way. If I touch you, you're dead. It's like the floor is lava when you're a kid. You touch the floor, that's it. Dead. No, that's the food market, isn't it? Where is the storage building? Was it up here? Was that it? Yes, that was it. Oh, 0%, look. No olives left in storage. Okay, so we can just go and empty the harvester then. We'll empty that, we'll go and sell those olives, and then I'm going to ponder whether or not we stay here for another few episodes or whether we move on to Germany. So let's get back to the farm. I'm kind of going the wrong way a little bit here, aren't I? Well, maybe not. Let's take this really steep bit here. Oof. There we go. Which end is the harvester at? Other end. There it is. Now, hopefully I can actually trigger that to tip without needing to get out of the tractor. If I can pull up at the right angle, I should be able to tip in This could be tricky, given the angle that it's parked at. We'll see what we can do. Let's get really close. Kind of like that. Yep, there we go, look. That's good. So we don't have to get into the harvester to empty it. That's kind of cool. So, where am I selling? That's purchasing centres is what I want. Olive factory. Oops. That's where we want to go. So let's set the marker there. That way. It's a bit of a trek out there, actually, isn't it? And look at that, it's nearly 9 o'clock at night already. This day has just whizzed through. Just keeping an eye out for headlights in the road ahead of us. Okay, so time for us to turn in. If I remember rightly, it's actually inside, isn't it? Yes. And there we go. So, that's it for another episode. I'm going to return to the farm and I'm going to ponder whether or not I want to stay here and run one more harvest, or whether I want to hop on a plane and head over to Germany. So, I'll have a serious think about that, and I guess we'll find out next time we're back. So, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I will see you all again either here in Italy or off in Germany very soon.